What's up YouTube, it's Big Dev and we're back again with another MLB The Show 24 guide video. Today we're going to do a deep dive into Team Affinity. We're going to show you guys how to complete it as quickly as possible, as well as two really quick tips for two of the specific divisions in Team Affinity that will get it done in under an hour for two of these divisions. So better stay tuned for those tips. But without further ado, let's get into the video. All right, so a quick overview of Team Affinity. Basically, you come into these programs here. It's a program for each division, essentially. Every team gets one card in the MLB. Right now, it's 89 overall bosses right now for Team Affinity because they're doing power creep this year. Come in here, like the AL East, it's Cedric Mullins, Kevin Youkilis, Gary Sanchez, Evan Longoria, Sean Green for the Blue Jays. Pretty self-explanatory here. Just like any other program, you come down, you see your missions, what you have to do, and you basically just complete them. Now, I'm going to show you guys what I think is the fastest way to do it. But first, what you're going to want to do is complete these moments. Do these moments. It's 3,000 Team Affinity points for every moment. Really quick thing to do to get yourself started off on the right foot. Definitely do that. And then after that, you can kind of dive into conquest here. 30,000 Team Affinity points for completing one of the conquest maps. They're pretty easy to complete. It's 10 games per, because you have to face each team once on the conquest map. Pretty quick to do. I would do that. But the fastest method after you've done those two things, some people might say it varies. For me, if you want to really just sit down and grind, like actively grind Team Affinity, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go into the Team Affinity Showdown, okay? So we'll take you over to the Team Affinity Showdown real quick. Okay, so here we are in the Team Affinity Showdown. It's 8 boss battles. Pretty quick, honestly. There's no extra moments in between. It's just boss battle after boss battle. You'll draft your team, and you take on a boss battle immediately. You're usually down by like a run or two, and then you have to score within so many outs. That's how Showdown works. If you're new, you don't know how it works. It's pretty easy to do. Pretty self-explanatory. It's not too difficult, especially with the pitchers you're facing in these boss battles. But with every second boss battle, you're getting a Team Affinity voucher. Now, the Team Affinity voucher is worth 2,800 Team Affinity points for one voucher, okay? So when you complete all 8 boss battles, you're getting a total of 4 Team Affinity vouchers for just one run of Showdown. And even if you fail along the way, if you've at least completed like 2, you're still going to get a voucher. You know what I mean? So it's not like a one run and then one reward takes all type of thing. Like if you fail, you're still kind of getting rewarded as you're playing, which I think is a really good thing that they didn't put all the vouchers at the end of the Showdown. I like that a lot because you can kind of like not feel like such a failure if you accidentally mess up on one of the boss battles, fail, and have to restart. Like if you mess up on the third one, at least you still got 1 Team Affinity voucher. You know what I'm saying? So we'll go back to Team Affinity. I'll show you guys where to put them in and how much it'll get you for one Showdown run. All right, so we're back at Team Affinity. You come down here to exchange Season 1 C1 vouchers. You click on it here, and exchanging 1, like I said, gives you 2,800 Team Affinity points. Exchanging 3 gives you 8,400. So if you complete a Showdown and you exchange all 4 of them, it's going to give you 11,200 Team Affinity points every single Showdown run. And again, you should be completing the Showdown runs pretty quickly. They don't take that long. It's only 8 boss battles. You can finish those pretty fast. I would say under an hour to get those done. And that is like a really good active way to grind Team Affinity. But and my best method, I would say, for generalized Team Affinities, there's 2 divisions that have really quick methods that I'll show you here in a second. But that's the best way, in my opinion, to get those done as fast as possible. Now, if you kind of want to do it passively, you can do that too. Also, when you're playing your conquests, make sure your like if you want to get this done like quick, like you want to get this done, you know, fast as possible, stack your team with the teams in that division that you're trying to work on, because here in single player missions, you have hits with AL East, home runs, strikeouts with AL East players, and then total bases with AL East bosses, which it's not really a completionist thing, because once you get all the bosses, like you probably won't get this mission done or have it done. But as far as the other missions go with Ks, home runs, and hits, if you just stack your team with like Yankees, Orioles, and Red Sox, in a few conquest games, you'll have all 3 of these missions done. I didn't do that because I've been doing a couple other things. Like I've been stacking my team with the spring breakout program and stuff like that, which it's up to you what you want and what you want to prioritize first. For me, I wanted to get Dylan Cruz. I wanted the spring breakout program done. I wanted those 2 other programs done and out of the way before I sort of focus on Team Affinity. But if you're like focused on Team Affinity and that's what you want to complete, stack your team with those players from that team. Even if they're silvers, even if they're golds, bronzes, just do it. Get these hits, home runs, and strikeouts done, and you'll have it done really quickly, because 10K, 15K, and 10K right there. And it's all repeatable too. So throughout a whole conquest run, who knows how many times you can finish this. Like the strikeouts one, probably not that many times, but like with home runs and hits, at least you can finish those pretty quickly, especially if you're playing the conquest games on a lower difficulty. Now, another way you guys can earn Team Affinity points is through the multiplayer missions. A really good passive way to grind Team Affinity is to go into Battle Royale, just draft your team and just play the game on Battle Royale. Like just play online, You're going to get these missions done passively as you're grinding with your battle royale team and grinding out the battle royale program, or trying to go flawless, because you're going to have players from all different teams on your battle royale team. So when you're getting hits, when you're getting home runs, when you're getting strikeouts, RBIs, extra base hits, with these players, you're going to be progressing these missions with that just by playing in battle royale. So it's not, I wouldn't say, the most efficient way to kind of like get a division completely done, or like sit down and grind a division. But I know a lot of people don't like to play Showdown over and over again. I'm one of those people. I can only go for about, 5 or 6 showdowns at a time, and I'm shot. I have to go do something else. Like, so if you're one of those people, if you can't just sit down, play Showdown over and over and over and over again, I would go into battle royale, get your online fix. You can even do it in events too. So if you have a team with like, different players from different divisions, or you're fine with taking like a lower overall team into events and trying your luck in events and hitting home runs, getting strikeouts, getting hits and stuff like that, do that. Take a team into events and grind that way. It's more passive. It's a little bit slower than the Showdown method, but it's more fun. I would say it's more fun for you, the player. It's definitely more fun because, at the end of the day, we want to play versus each other. We want to play online. So that's why it's really good to have these multiplayer missions. I think SDS hit a home run with this, no pun intended, to get these in here. So that's another way you can do it. It's more passive, less efficient, but it'll get the job done at the end of the day. All right, now I was going to show you guys 2 divisions that you can get done super quickly as long as you follow this method. In the NL East program, it's one of them. As you can see, I have it at 100% because the mission is super quick. If you come down here to the single player missions, come down here to the innings pitch with NL East bosses. Because the NL East and the AL West only have relief pitcher bosses, they allow you to get 3 innings pitched with those bosses for 10,000 Team Affinity points. So for instance, in the NL East, one of the bosses is Billy Wagner, right? So I have him P3 because of this method. What you would do is you would go into Conquest with Billy Wagner. Once you get that first pack from this Team Affinity, make sure you take Billy Wagner so that you can get it done quickly. But you would take Billy Wagner from your first pack, and then as you're playing your Conquest games, as you're playing online, offline, whatever, I did it in Conquest because you can use him even when he has no energy and he'll still strike people out. He'll still get guys out. I took him into Conquest. I just spammed Billy Wagner over and over again in every Conquest game. And in each Conquest game, you're getting 10,000 Team Affinity points for this division just because you used Billy Wagner for 3 innings and he pitched all 3 innings. So really good method to get this done. Every Conquest game, 10,000 Team Affinity points. You can't really beat that. You're going to finish that in no time. Same thing goes for the AL West over here. If you click on the boss pack, you have Raziel Iglesias and Jose Leclerc. Come down here to the single player missions, innings pitched with AL West bosses. It's 3 innings pitched because both those guys are closers. They don't have a starting pitcher in their boss pack. So this works for the AL West and the NL East. You would, with your first pack that you get, which I'm about to get here in a second in the AL West, you would take either Iglesias or Leclerc. I would recommend Leclerc. He's a bit better. You would take Leclerc. You would go into Conquest, you would spam Jose Leclerc over and over and over again, and then eventually this mission would be completely completed because it's repeatable, like I said. So every 3 innings you're getting 10,000 PXP, or 10,000 Team Affinity points, excuse me, for just playing a Conquest game. Really quick, you'll 100% the AL West and the NL East super fast. The other ones you can't really do that because if you come down here to the single player missions, the innings pitched with ALCS or ALC bosses, it's 10,000 Team Affinity points, but it's 9 innings pitched. So that would be 3 whole Conquest games. It's like that because in these boss packs, they have starting pitchers. So like they have Class A here, but they also have Zach Greinke. Because he's a starting pitcher, they made it 9 innings pitched instead of 3. Would have been really easy if they made all of them 3 innings pitched. We would have had, everyone would have Team Affinity completed within a couple hours, honestly. But yeah, so you get the AL West done really quick, you get the NL East done really quick, and the other ones just follow the methods that I told you. Showdowns, Battle Royale, single player missions, Conquest, moments, all that stuff. And you will get it done really quickly. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. Hopefully I helped you out with Team Affinity. Hopefully you can, get to grinding, get it done as quickly as possible. Make sure you do those 2 methods for the NL East and the AL West. Those will get done in under an hour when you're playing Conquest. You'll get it done super quickly because you're getting 10,000 Team Affinity points for every game you play, basically. So really good tips for those. The other ones, play Showdown, play Battle Royale. I think Showdown's the quickest. You could also play Battle Royale, get it done passively. It's more fun, like I said. But if you have any questions at all about Team Affinity or anything else in the game, I'd be happy to answer your questions. If you're a new player, if you're a returning player and you're confused about something, just leave it down in the comments below. And guys, stay tuned for more MLB The Show 24 guide videos as well as gameplay videos. Soon we're going to be getting into a brand new series on the channel with gameplay. I'm really excited about it. Hopefully you guys stay tuned for that. And if you aren't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the notification bell. Stay up to date with MLB The Show 24 news and content. And I will see you guys in the next video.